Hello everybody, Andy here from Ye Olde Glassy Halfy Deady. And today I want to talk to you about quick reference sheets, or I guess that's the phrase for them. Basically, if you were paying attention on Reddit, probably Facebook, but I'm more of a Reddit lurker myself, over the past week, obviously we had some leaks, and so then before everything happened, some industrious young entrepreneurs came along and put out their kind of summary of the core rules for Kill Team. So, hey, what are those links pinned in the top comment and in the description of this video? Those are the 4 reference sheets that you should go and download. And in this video, I'm going to tell you which one is the best. Pro tip, it's all of them for different reasons. Cool. I just want to explain them and the pros and cons of using each one, because for sure, when I was on Reddit and within 2 days, 4 people posted, hey, here's my summary sheet for the core rules. I felt overwhelmed. I was getting analysis paralysis, not for the rules, but for which rules to use. I was like, what madness is this? So I just wanted to go over each of them. Again, all of them are linked in the description below, the pinned comment below, wherever I put them. And I think all of them serve a slightly different purpose. And I just wanted to tell you which one to use for what kind of person you are. Let's go. So, first up, we have whatever the first link is, which is from the user Armagonix. Cool. So, this is a true one-page reference sheet, a one-page cheat sheet, if you will. This is the one to use if you only want one page. There you go. Every other reference sheet I'm about to look at is 2 pages. So that's pretty simple. That's a pretty good way to kind of narrow this one down as to why you would pick this one. As you can see, it's got a really nice layout. It's very clear. It's very, yeah, this is good. It's inoffensive. It does what it needs to do. It tells you a lot of information in a single page. And it does the thing that I really like, which is it gives you right at the start how to start your game. For me personally, that is something I always forget. And even though I know how to roll dice, I know how to do everything in the game, when it comes to, hey, start the game, I'm like, yeah, I can muddle my way through, but I couldn't tell you, oh, what's step 3 of starting the game. So luckily, it's right there. Select operatives. Cool. Nice. I like it. I will say, if I had to critique it a smidge, he does just on that bit there. So we go from 1 to 11, but there's only actually 6 steps in the match play sequence. Also, match play sequence is not a thing anymore. It doesn't exist. There is no match play. He should be quoting the approved ops, but that's fine. Not a big deal. One thing I do really like about this, and none of the other pages do this, is that he has valid target. So he's defining here what a valid target is. Now, I think he did this by accident, because we then get below this, can be shot invisible and not in cover. And referencing valid target to shooting is, yes, how we will most often use it. But the reason that I like that he's calling it out as valid target, not just can you shoot the model, is because there are certain other abilities which you're not shooting the enemy, but they need to be a valid target. And for me, I'm still in the old mindset of, is it visible? Then it's a valid target. Oh, but you can't shoot it, blah, 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 because of other things. So I mentally still need to be told what is a valid target after I've read the rule that says, if that model is a valid target, do X. Because I'm like, what does that mean again? Because it's not just visibility. Nice. So I really like that. Cool. So if you want to print out a one-page sheet, this is the one to go for. Nice. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. So this is from Chrono DK, is that right? Yes, Jimbo Action on Discord or user Chrono DK on Reddit. So this is very similar. I actually he posted in my Discord. I have a Discord where you do I have a post call content channel, and he posted this, which is how I was aware it existed, because I don't actually remember seeing it pop up on Reddit, but he posted there, so that was all good. And I looked at it, and I looked at this, and I was like, is this the same? Did you just update it? What's going on? No, this is completely different, actually. Well, completely different, a bit of a stretch, but yes, these are two different sheets that have turned up to be relatively similar. So I like this one as well. Again, it looks very good. It's very easy to see, hey, what are my actions? They're right here. Now, me personally, I don't need to know actions. So, you know, that's fine. I do need to know weapon rules. I often forget those. Notice here, he calls it targeting instead of valid target. I do, again, prefer this one here where it says actual, this is valid target. I know how to target. I don't know valid target. So that's for me personally. I like, he's got the game sequence right up top. That's absolutely mandatory for me personally. Cool stuff. And then he's given us a second page where we get all of the universal equipment, which I really like to see. I think that's really good. We also then get the game sequence again. I don't know why. But, you know, that's prime real estate for removing and putting something else in there. But I guess it gives everything a nice look to it. And you also have terrain rules down the side, which, again, I think is good. I like that. He's gone all out and put even like walls and everything. So I think this is, if you have the ability to print 2 pages, then I really like this one. This would probably be the one that I end up using the most, to be honest with you. Also, if you look at this link below, the second link, it's not just going to go to this page immediately. It's going to go to his, whatever this is, Google Drive. Notice he also has objective markers, which you could just print off, and some other stuff, some op cards, which is cool. But there you go. If you want that, you go here, you go to Kill Team Reference 24 PDF. This is a good one. I like it. I shall be printing this off myself and laminating that bad boy. Cool. We then get into a slightly different style of cheat sheet. Or I suppose okay, these two I would class as, although they say at the top reference, I would call these cheat sheets, okay? Crib notes, whatever you want to call them, cheat sheets. The next two are kind of the rules. So let's take a look at them. So first up, we have from user James and the Giant Squig. As you can tell, we've had a slight mix-up, a shift-up, a change-up in the presentation. So this is a lot of small words. Now, again, he's kept it to only, or they have kept it to only 2 pages. Although, before we talk about this, I would like to quickly point out, talking about my Discord here, I'd like to say a very quick subscriber-only benefit. And that is a big double hello. You thought I forgot. Well, I had, but I just remembered. The wholesomeness of remembrance truly knows no bounds. I do consider myself a bit of a remembrancer. If you want a double hello, a pleasantry given to you twice, the true, pure wholesomeness of Kill Team, do consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment, because that is a subscriber-only benefit. Moving on. Right. So, this is different, right? This is just the rules. And sometimes that's what you're going to want. You will want just the rules. You won't want to take your core book. And we know that the core book, unless they've changed, isn't going to be in the app. So you kind of need to sometimes know the actual wording. And that's what this is. This is the actual wording. They have not abbreviated everything. Over on these two, everything's abbreviated. They've taken the rules, they've condensed them, okay? They've mentally considered, what does this mean? Okay, I'm going to make a paragraph be 4 words, okay? And they've done a very good job. They've also both done it differently. So everything on these 2 cheat sheets is worded differently, okay? You use these 2 sheets when the difference between and or doesn't matter, okay? If you're in a tournament and you need to know, oh, can I charge and fight, or can I charge or fight? That doesn't matter, because these could have typoed it wrong, you know? That's what the cheat sheet's for. It's just to get you moving, get you going, and to jog your memory. That's what a cheat sheet is, really. It's, you've already read the core rules, you want your memory jogged. Then we have the guys that basically copy-pasted from the core book. So This is word for word what it says in the core books, and we're just looking at how are things laid out. Now, for this one, I like that they've gone with a very, I mean, it's literally the core book. So if we look at the universal actions, they've even stuck with the, two green dots and a red dot, whatever that means. I like that it is just the book. So if something goes wrong, you go to this. I would say that this being the first page is very strange. I don't particularly like what they've chosen to put and where. I find it quite difficult to see what I need. If I only need the weapon rules, which are good to have, and the game setup, which, as I've said, I personally like, cool. Okay, well, what else do I need? I don't know. This one, I probably would expect the universal rules to be here, and then equipment and terrain goes with the terrain on the next one. I don't know. Anyway, although this is a great reference, it probably wouldn't be the one I go for when it comes to I want the core rules in front of me. Not that it's bad. It is all correct, I assume. So it's good, but it's not for me. However, I would like to point out Mr. James the Giant Squig has done something very cool, which is, so if you click on this one in the links, you will see that it doesn't go to Reddit or anything else. It goes to a Coffee page. Now, Coffee is a way for you to tip the creator as you get a download link from them. However, do note that you can get them all for free. They don't cost money. You just, when you're doing the Coffee thing, you just put in 0. So you can still get it for free. But this guy, James and the Giant Squig, has also done a few other things, and I just wanted to highlight them. So when it comes to the core rules, personally, I want a cheat sheet. I think these are great. I will be printing this one off because I have a double-sided printer, so I'll go with this one instead of this one. That's the only difference for me. I will use this. However, when it comes to the teams, when it comes to the teams, I generally want this. So I like that he's basically just taken things out and pasted them. That's great. Nobody else has really done that yet. So this is a great little memory jog to play with on the table. You don't really need to scroll through like 16 pages of data cards if you just want to see, what does the shade strain do? It's right there. So this is really nice. Again, in general, this guy, James the Giant Squig, has gone with I am copy pasting from the rulebook, which is fine. That's definitely a choice. I prefer to see things abbreviated. For example, Ghost Rig, all of this, right? That can be condensed to about 10 words instead of 30. That's how I prefer my indexes to be. It's an overview, and I'm not looking to it for rules as written. I'm looking to it to jog my memory. For example, hardened exoskeleton. Well, actually, that's a relatively short rule, so it doesn't matter. But aerial agility. Again, do I really need 6 sentences when it could be condensed to 1? I would personally prefer 1. However, if you're not that guy and you want it to just be, give me the rules as written on 1 page, he's done that. So I go check out his Coffee for that. We then have the final, again, reference, I suppose. I would refer to this as a reference as opposed to a cheat sheet. So this is doing exactly the same as this. Okay, we've got that. We've got this. Now he's taken a little bit more liberty with how he's phrasing things. And there is, oddly, not more on this sheet. However, he's done something that I like, which, again, he's put the intro right up here up top. I really like that. Yes, this does have it, but it's down here. For whatever reason, I just prefer it being the very first thing I read. That's my vibes. There you go. Cool. He has done something very peculiar here, which is, you see on the right here, we see cover, obscured, visible. Basically, this right-hand column is identical between the 2 sheets, and I don't quite know why. We've also got the same special rules on the left on both sheets, but then the center is actions and then universal equipment, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And sure enough, something that I'm always going to be looking for is where are the weapon rules. So having them on both sides is good. It just seems a little bit peculiar that he's doubled up. I guess positive for Kill Team is that there aren't enough rules to need to be on that many pages, perhaps. So good. However, although he's here, or they've done a very nice job of laying out 3 columns, which means it's quite easy to kind of read and find what thing you're after. All the text is really small. Honestly, I would prefer that he takes away 2 of the columns and just makes everything a bit bigger because of that. Because right now, this is dense. In the same way that this is dense, you know, if you're trying to compile 2 sets of rules if you're trying to compile an entire rule book, 25 pages in total for core rules and key principles. Oh, and of course, the approved ops, how to start, you know, starter guide, onto 2 pages, you're going to have to make some concessions. And both of these haven't, right? They've just copy pasted, which is amazing. I'm saying that in a positive way. So it's really good. However, I feel like this could be spread out into a slightly more, at the very least, larger text, because this is very small text. And that's my only negative. So there you go. However, if I'm going to a tournament, I'm probably not going to take my core book with me. Eventually, my core book is, because it's only paperback, it's not going to last forever. It's going to come apart. And then what do? Well, I'm going to take these with me. I'm going to print this out. I'm going to laminate it. And then I'm going to print this out and I'm going to laminate it, because these are the 2 that speak to me more. And I'll probably go to old James the Giant Squig here and print out an index for one of the teams that I'm running. And that's actually how I'm going to play the game. This I will probably never need to go to. This I will probably have there for the weapon rules to jog my memory and the game sequence, and that's it. For me personally, that's all I need at the moment. I just want the game sequence and I want the weapon rules. But, you know, both of these make a really good kind of, hey, somebody's new to the game, I want to give them a thing. You give them this. I think in like next month, in November or something, a local TO is running over at Partisan Games in Andover, is running a beginner day for Kill Team. And you got to think, a beginner, someone that has potentially never played Kill Team before, or at least hasn't played the new edition, do you want to hand them the full rules, or do you want to hand them the easy rules, the cheat rules? For me personally, I think this reads so much better in the moment. I think this is impassable in the moment. This is too much. This is great, right? But also, if somebody's brand new, you don't really need this page, so you could just print off this one. Anyway, there you go. For me personally, it's this by Chrono DK, and this one, which is unattributed. I know it's in GitHub. I can't remember the guy's name. Doomslayer, maybe? Can't recall. But those are the 2 that I prefer. There you go. So hopefully that's helped you. So that's link 2 and link 4 in the description, pin comment, wherever I have put it below. Because I know 100%, if you're like me, you're going to lose where these links are. So from now on, you can just go to YouTube and type in Glass Half Dead cheat sheet. Glass Half Dead best cheat sheet, something like that. And this video will come up and we'll have 4 links and you can find any of these. Cool. And hopefully all of these creators will take those links and update them with the latest version or whatever content they're making, like with the coffee page, the Google Drive, and put in more things to that. Okay, well, that's it. There you go. Hopefully that's helped you decide which cheat sheet or rules reference you prefer yourself. I think all 4 are really good. Well, they're all flawless, let's be clear. They're all flawless. It's just down to personal preference. But they are all objectively the best. There you go. No notes. All right, cool. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully this has helped you, because, you know, we're almost at the new rules for Kill Team, and everyone's going to have the new edition in their hands. That's pretty hype. All right, well, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you a big triple hello. I'm also going to make myself big again. Oh, yeah, that's weird. That's okay, nice. I'm into it. Thanks for watching, everybody. You know, nothing helps more than just watching my videos. Thank you. If you could leave a like and a comment and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Let me know, what do you think is the best cheat sheet? And stay gangster.